snow goose conservation order just opened. Realistically, it could be a little while until the birds arrive, but it is a good time to take care of some licensing requirements. And to talk a little bit about this, we have Doug Leier with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. First, can we just start with what exactly the snow goose conservation order is?
Right, and for hunters, it's like a spring hunt, but administratively, because of Migratory Bird Treaty Act, it's called a conservation order. And the key in that is the conservation, because the reason for this season is to help reduce the spring snow goose population as they head back north into their nesting grounds, where over the course of the last couple of decades, the overpopulation of snow geese has resulted in them essentially kind of destroying their own bed. They're destroying their own habitat, their own nesting grounds. So this spring snow goose conservation order takes place early on in the springtime to help reduce that population before they get back up into Canada onto their own nesting grounds. So there's a whole lot of backstory to this, but it provides a spring hunting opportunity, and it's kind of a unique opportunity. The season actually opened up on Saturday, and to tell the honest truth, I mean, with all the snow, we can say spring all we want,
right?
And it feels much better than it did a couple of weeks ago. I did some checking. The snow geese starting to maybe show up into southern Nebraska and some of those areas. So it's the season opened on Saturday, but the birds getting here could be a little bit wild.
You have to set the dates, and spring arrives, at a different time every year, so it's hard to say. But let's talk a little bit about the licensing.
And that's the thing that you can do right now. As we wait for the birds to arrive and the season opened up over the weekend, is you need a new HIP number, Harvest Information Program number, something that you need every year on the calendar year. So the season opening up, your license that you have is valid through March 31st. Then the new license requirement, that starts on April 1st. I mentioned the HIP number, the Harvest Information Program number, that's required on the calendar year. Some administrative things that you can be doing right now so that when the birds do arrive, you've got your license,
you're ready.
You've got your HIP number, and you don't have to worry about taking care of that before you head out to the field, Lisa.
How many hunters typically take part in this?
And it's kind of a niche hunt. We get, a few thousand hunters that do take part. In a good year, we can have several thousand hunters that enjoy this. It's going to depend on when the spring actually does arrive, when the thaw comes, and that snow line is kind of what predicates when the birds arrive. So who knows? If things stay warm and keep warming up, maybe we'll have birds here in a few weeks, Lisa.
Okay. Doug Leier with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.